Hey guys, on today's video, I'm going to tell you about how I wound up trimming cows' feet in Russia. Stay tuned and follow me on this awesome journey. So it started on a cold day in November. I was trimming feet and I get an email from a guy from Russia, says I'm going to be here for 5 more days and I would like to learn your style and method of hoof trimming. So I agreed to work with him on Monday and Tuesday of the following week. Halfway through the day on Monday, he stood up, put his hands up in the air and said, "I love it, it's perfect, this is exactly what I wanted, you're coming to Russia." And I thought, at the time I thought he was just a solo hoof trimmer, just wanted to expand his knowledge. But then I found out that he actually has about 17 hoof trimmers employees that work for him, and he wanted me to do a workshop for them. So I said perfect. And 6 months later I had my Russian visa and I was going over to Russia to do a workshop. So this is us meeting up for the first time here in Wisconsin. Myself, Yuri, his son, and the big guy in the back was our translator, Mark. So for my trip, I had 3 flights, 2 layovers, and a several-hour drive after I arrived in Moscow, totaling about 26 hours straight travel time. But I did get to sleep on some of the flights. So I'm going to show you a video that they made, and I'm just going to kind of talk about my experience while I was there. Good morning, my name is Aaron Lavoy.
Доброе утро, меня зовут Эрен Лавой.
Well, the next 3 days are going to be very difficult.
Следующие несколько дней будут очень сложными.
We're going to test your skills,
Мы будем проверять ваши
your
способности,
mind,
ваш разум,
and only the best are going to make it.
и только самые лучшие смогут пройти эти дни.
So I started off with that little joke because when I got there, the atmosphere seemed pretty tense. The trimmers, they looked kind of worried, and right after that, everybody loosened up, lightened up, and you could tell they knew this was going to be fun.
Any big questions? Let's go trim feet. Yeah.
So that was kind of another little joke. I knew there would be loads of questions, and we actually decided to take a break and come back for about an hour-long Q&A session that went really well. So after our Q&A and discussion, we did go outside. We worked on cadaver feet for the afternoon. We did this for 2 days, half day classroom, half day cadaver feet. And on the last day, we trimmed live cows. And here you can see Yuri trimming. Yuri's the one that brought me there. He's the one that owns the company. He has an excellent group of guys working for him. And he's a really nice guy. And I am so happy that he brought me to Russia.
Если когда вы делаете так,
Да.
The axial wall is perpendicular.
аксиальная стенка перпендикулярна.
Сдаем инструмент.
I would be totally remiss if I did not talk about my translators through the whole process. So in total I had 6 translators, and each one of them was very helpful. Starting with Olga, who did all the initial work from arranging the initial meeting of me and Yuri here in Wisconsin to my trip in Russia, including helping me get my Russian visa, as well as working through the process of purchasing and shipping an Appleton steel chute to Russia, which was not easy. And then the next person I worked with was Mark. Mark is the big guy standing there in the back. He was my translator between me and Yuri here in the United States during Yuri's stay while we worked together. And then there's Margot, who did most of my translating during the presentations. She did an excellent job of making sure that nothing in the presentations was lost in translation, by making sure that she understood everything. I'd say that she's probably qualified to be a hoof trimmer now. And the next translator was Anna. Anna was truly instrumental when we were working with the cadaver feet. She was right in there with us, making sure that everything was translated properly between the Russian trimmers and myself, and really did a great job. And then there's Max. Max was actually an attendee, but his English was great, and there were a few times that he stepped up and helped if we got hung up. And then on live cow trimming day, Max took care of the translating. And my last but not least translator was Yuri's son, Kirill. Kirill translated for me for all of the non-work time and did all the translating between myself and Yuri when they took me out sightseeing in the town of Yaroslavl, which is their hometown, and when we went to Moscow, which I'll show some of the pictures and videos at the end of this video. Not only was this the last day of the workshop and live cow trimming, but it was also the debut of Yuri's brand new Appleton steel hoof trimming shoe. Awesome day. This was a very nice dairy, and it was very generous of them to let us host this at their farm. They are a very tight biosecurity dairy that closely monitors what and who comes in and out, hence the blue suits.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Все очень круто.
It's been my pleasure to work with everybody here.
Говорим, мне очень приятно с вами было со всеми здесь поработать.
Огромный опыт.
Enjoyed it.
Great experience.
So here are some pictures from Yaroslavl and Moscow. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, it truly was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed my time in Russia and the friends I made there, and actually we're in talks for me to go back again and do some follow-up work with those guys. I can't wait to take you on that trip. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button.